Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm here to give you the continuation of the weekend in reality reviews. Up next is episode 1 of Portia's Family Matters. And y'all, all I can say, if Portia like it, I love it for a girl. This is a mess. This show is nothing but a ball of lies. I don't. This show is going to be very hard to review, but I'm here for the messiness of it. But it's so much back and forth of lies, split screen lies. I don't understand how you two are ready to come as one and be married when you can't even come as one to get your fucking story straight for television. 2 weeks, 4 weeks. He DM'd me, I DM'd her, or however. I'm like, y'all can't even get y'all story straight in the first 2 minutes of the show. The opening credits was all lies. I said, I don't know how this is going to be reviewable. And I'm a person who likes Porsha. When Real Housewives of Atlanta was going on, I always liked Porsha. I don't stand nobody, but I would consider myself a Porsha fan, mostly because she just was fun energy for the show, and I like Porsha's fashions, and I always was here for her makeup and hair. I just liked Porsha. But every season she gets exposed for lies after lies after lies after lies after lies. And I will always be the one who would just give her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Like, maybe she didn't fuck the stripper, maybe she didn't know Phaedra was mine. I always gave her a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Because a lot of the people would blame it on her being stupid. I think Porsha is very smart, very calculated. She's just a very bad liar. A very bad liar. But let's get into the mess of this storyline. Um, Throughout the episode, they always talked about when everybody hears the whole story, they'll understand our love. They'll understand why we did what we did. And I'm like, girl, tell me the whole story. Because if the only thing you have to be in the whole story is Fallon having this baby a little bit early, a little bit late, maybe she has some overlap of her marriage when she got pregnant and was fooling around. To me, that's Fallon and Simon's business. I don't care if Fallon was screwing around on her husband. That's not reason for you to get on Instagram, DM the man and say, "What's up? You okay? I heard you going through a divorce." How do you go from Simon, "I'm checking on you. Are you okay?" to 2 weeks, y'all fucking and screwing and engaged on a private island? My Angie brain, my accounting brain, my educated brain is like, there's a long con in this. A long con. I don't know if the long con is Porsha setting up her bank account for the next 18 years because she know this reality shit is about to fade. I don't know if this is Porsha's way of getting Dennis and Simon a storyline to be on the show. I don't know if this is a long con of Porsha and Dennis's because they still seem to be all entangled. The whole fact that your ex, you're having a birthday party for you, not your child, but for you, and you're coming to show off your new fiance and your ring that looks just like the ring Dennis gave you. That he can't come. Number one, he's invited to the party. It's a lot of shit I do for myself that I don't necessarily have to call my son's father and say, "Hey, you want to come? Come on over." No, if it ain't got shit to do with the child, it's separate. So number one, that Dennis is even invited to the party, that has nothing to do with PJ. But number two, he can come, but he can't bring a date. But you got your whole fiance on your arm. Why would you care who Dennis brings? And then if he does ever bring a date, you got to look at her first to make sure she busted and disgusted and don't look better than you. Again, why do you care? So like I said, there's a long con in this relationship. I don't know if they conning Bravo, they conning each other. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna watch this shit to try to figure it out. So back to the whole story. They thought that Simon's divorce would be finalized before they posted that they were engaged. I ain't never heard of no marriage or no divorce that wrapped up in 2 weeks. Even with the best of prenups, I ain't never heard of them wrapping up in 2 weeks. So how did you think it was going to be finalized? This might be wrong to say, and people might say I'm body shaming or I don't know what I'm talking about, but the optics of when those pictures first came out, everyone could have bet good money that Porsha was pregnant. I would have bet good money. Maybe it's a situation where Porsha and Simon was fucking around way before Fallon and Simon was over, and she was a little bit pregnant. So she hurried up and spent this we dating, we engaged. But somewhere along the line, unfortunately, Porsha is no longer pregnant, and now they just trying to spin it that they so in love. I don't know. None of these puzzle pieces fit. None of it fits. And I'm very confused. But again, it ain't none of my business. But since you put it on TV, I'm going to judge. Again, Porsha said she DM'd Simon. Porsha said Simon DM'd her. Simon said Porsha DM'd me. I believe Simon. I believe him. What I want to know is, where's this white girl that was in his Ferrari with his jacket on? Like, we ain't talking about none of that was happening around the same time you all were engaged as well. Moving on. They was out house shopping, but that house looked little as hell. Why would y'all want to go from 2 grand houses to that little ass house? Simon has 6 kids, but Porsha said he got a whole lot more in his balls because Porsha is locking up these child support checks, and she has to work fast because at 40, it's not as easy to pop out baby after baby after baby when you're 40. So yeah, she needs to get a move on it. They each don't want to live in each other's house. I can understand it, but how are you all engaged? Like, where are you living at now? How are you so madly in love? How are you so madly in love that you get engaged in 2 weeks of knowing the person, but y'all ain't never been at each other's house and can't fool around in each other's house? The chemistry, the energy that I see on TV, it don't even look like they like to touch each other. It looks like Porsha kisses Simon the way I would kiss, like, there you go. Like, it's no passion in it. Hey Charles, how you doing in the chat? It's no passion in the kissing. It seems like Porsha is here for the money, Simon is there for the booty, and maybe the opportunity to be on TV. That's it. Dennis comes over. PJ is so freaking cute. Mama Diane says Dennis will always be family. And Dennis is shady throughout the whole show. Throughout the whole show, he throwing his shade, and I'm here for it. But anyway, I feel like Dennis, if you got a problem with whatever foolishness Porsha is over here doing, if you would have did right by Porsha the first time, y'all wouldn't even be in this situation. It wouldn't even be an opportunity for y'all to be on the TV for the con. Marlon, you say it seemed rigged. I said that at the very beginning. There's a long con in this setup. I don't know what the con is. I don't know who is on. Is it on Bravo? Is it on Simon? Are they conning each other? Is it Porsha and Dennis versus Simon? I don't know. But I'm going to watch this mess to try to figure it out. I already talked about Porsha told Dennis he can't bring a date. So I ain't going to talk about that again. Porsha sees some pictures that Simon posted on Instagram. I don't understand why, if you so madly in love with this man, that he can't post pictures of y'all hugging and kissing on Instagram. I'm confused. And if you so grown that you can do what you want to do, you grown, you can take this girl husband or date this man husband, whatever. Why should you care what people think? Why should you care about the optics of if that's your fiance, you kissing him? Oh, I didn't want our first kiss to be shared. We don't know that's your first kiss. And half of us ain't even following Simon. I didn't even know he posted the shit. Moving on. Because I can tell this show gonna be one to make me upset. Because it is foolishness. It is foolishness. And I'm almost out of Stella Rose. She don't want him. She want his network. Facts. Facts. That's why I say it's a con in this. But see, I don't think Porsha can just con Simon out of his money because you see he had a tight prenup with Fallon and Fallon left with $100,000. And she had to get the fuck out. So I think Porsha is in it for these babies. She popping out child support checks. That's what she trying to get. Let's skip over that. I don't really want to talk about Fallon because I don't care about Fallon and her popping out no baby. That ain't got nothing to do with the mess Porsha doing. I think at some point Lauren is talking about it. I don't understand why Lauren, the cousin, Mama Diane, you can tell by their facial expressions. You can even tell, excuse me, how their expressions were all the way on Watch What Happened Live, which was live last night. The family ain't here for this. So why is nobody, that's what I'm saying. It's something to it. Lauren ain't here for it. Let's get to this tired ass party. Mama Diane look good. That black dress Mama Diane had on, I just saw it on the internet and I was going to get it, but I said, no, I ain't got nowhere to wear it to. But that dress is bad. Porsha came out in some gold, glittery, sparkly dress, and all you can see is ass, 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 ass. I said, that's what Simon wants. All that ass. And it's a shame. It's a shame. I'm going to keep it moving because I don't want to be disrespectful. But somewhere along they going to the party, the bus falling apart, and it's like, oh, we gonna sue. And Porsha was like, nah, this Dennis bus, we ain't gonna sue. And I said, Dennis bus, your man can afford a private jet, Ferraris, 2 Bentleys, or 2 Rolls Royce, whatever the hell he had in that garage. He can afford all that, but y'all had to borrow a bus from your baby daddy. I wrote on Twitter, I said, if I see hot dogs at this party, I'm turning my TV off. The TV is going off if I see any hot dogs. This is some bullshit. You trying to get over this man, but you calling him up, Dennis, can you send a bus for my birthday? Porsha, Dennis, Simon, all have the side eye. This ain't the look. Porsha, this ain't the look. I don't know. You would have did better getting on TV marching for your social justice. This, it ain't it. But let's keep moving. We get to the party. At some point, Drew show her ass up. I don't care. Drew without Porsha this season, I don't know what you're going to do over there in Atlanta. You better hope Porsha come back. Simon likes to party the same way Mia husband liked to party. They was in there getting fucked up, and I ain't mad at it. You lived your life, get fucked up. Porsha brings him out to have the conversation about posting the pictures. I think for the most part, Simon and Porsha's face was like, I understand, I respect your wishes, but in the confessional, he was like, it's my Instagram, I post whatever fuck I want to post. That's why this shit ain't gonna work out. But let's keep moving. I'm gonna pretend like this shit is gonna work. Just like we was pretending Giselle was dating Jamal over there on the Potomac. They had some dinner, and I'm skipping because, like I said, they kept having the same conversation a million times about the same bullshit, and I only want to talk about it once. Simon says in his culture, he's from Nigeria, that they're allowed to have a wife and a side bitch. And it's the wife and the side bitch's job to make sure he don't have 2, 3 side bitches. And if he do, they get the extra side bitches together. Porsha, this man is telling you to your face, you will be cheated on. You just get prepared. Yeah, go ahead and pop out your baby or two, but it's gonna be some side bitches. Example, that white bitch in the Ferrari, which I don't understand why she ain't made it to the show yet. That was good. I'm only gonna have one glass of Stella Rose because I went to the gym. I talked about that. Now Simon, this is another lie. Simon in his confessional talking about he don't know Dennis, and if he wasn't Porsha baby mama, he wouldn't have nothing to say to him. So I guess he'll eventually have a conversation. Now I thought Dennis and Simon were both investors in clubs and restaurants, and they knew each other and had a business deal at one point in time. The lies are all over the place. Another example, on social media, Porsha is shouting out Shamia, oh, look at my best friend. She introduced me to my husband. I love Shamia so much. She helped me get me a Nigerian man. But then Simon says, oh, you DM'd him. Ooh. Don't let it come out that Shamia don't even know Simon. I bet money. I bet you they don't know each other. Let's move on. Now, the biggest part I have about this is everybody is so cool with Porsha and Simon just living together. Now, mind you, that is her fiance, but you don't know this man. It's very apparent that you and Dennis and Simon didn't know each other before the show. You just ushered Fallon into the show for Bravo's sake. And you don't know this man from another man off the street. I'm more concerned for PJ. You don't know if this man likes to abuse children. You don't know if this man likes to touch and fondle children. You don't know anything about him, but that you all were hot in the ass enough to get engaged in 2 weeks. That's why I'm hoping this is all a con, because a part of me is like, what mother just brings a stranger around their daughter and was like, oh, you could be the stepdaddy in 2 weeks? Most people who molest and abuse children are husbands, fathers, close to family. They like to get close to children because they want to have some kind of trust so they can fuck with them. That's the only part I don't like about this whole situation. I be looking at baby PJ and I'm like, y'all really blending families in 2 weeks, but let's move on. Lauren and Dennis have a sit down, and this is where I can tell 100% that Lauren is not with the bullshit. Lauren wants to tell Porsha about herself, but it's hard to check your boss. And instead of being a true family member that can correct and give guidance to someone you love, Porsha's family have turned into yes people, because I'm sure Porsha is fronting a lot of their bills. And a lot of them are getting cute checks to be on this little spinoff. So her family has turned into yes people, when in reality, most of the family wouldn't be here for the bullshit. And it was like, don't bring that bullshit over here to my house. But let's get into it, because this is where we get some more split screen lies. In one screen, Dennis is saying Porsha ain't tell me nothing about Simon to the morning of the Mother's Day party brunch. Porsha says she got engaged to Simon the day before the brunch, and she told Dennis the day before. And she didn't really want to tell Dennis too soon because she didn't want Dennis to cancel the Mother's Day brunch. At the Mother's Day brunch, we looking at social media thinking this is just some crazy happy love affair. But in the background, Simon wasn't even invited to Dennis's party. Dennis said if Porsha would have told me about the engagement before, I would have just canceled the shit and never even planned it. Porsha, for whatever reason, talking about I didn't want to tell Dennis because I didn't want him to cancel it. And I'm like, Girl, y'all got all this money in the world. Simon couldn't have threw your family cute little Mother's Day around the house. You had to really let Dennis do it. It ain't Father's Day, it's Mother's Day. Simon shows up unexpectedly. Everybody is awkward. Everybody is like, oh, let's just get drunk. Porsha convinces the two men to take a picture and then uploads it. Dennis is like, yeah, I agreed to take the picture, but I didn't know she was going to upload it and break the internet. And you probably didn't know she was going to write the bullshit caption about how you so in agreement with this and you like Simon and all this and all of that. Dennis asked Lauren, do you think it's for the money? I'm like, did you have to ask? She only was with you for the money. And she admitted that shit last season. She was like, she saw the cars, the businesses, and the more she saw, the wider her legs got. So, of course, she's with Simon for the money. Dennis says Porsha is going to be the wife stealer of the century. I said, I don't know about the century, Dennis. Maybe just the decade. She definitely the homewrecker of the decade. At least the husband stealer of the decade. I already talked about all this shit. I was ahead of my notes. The next thing, Porsha admits that she got them to take a picture because she wanted to control the optics. She wanted to be seen that Dennis was cool with it. Porsha knew exactly what she was doing. I forgot that her and Dennis had tattoos. They both were talking about the tattoos, and that's probably why Porsha did not want Simon to post the pictures of the tattoos, because how trifling. On what is it? On the left ear, you have a matching tattoo with Dennis, and on the right ear, you have Simon's middle name. You couldn't even pick another body part. You couldn't get his middle name. It's real cute. I see a lot of people that have names like on the inside of their fingers. You could have got Simon's name right on your ring finger, something like that. But you wanted to put it right there on the other ear. I guess so when you go. Porsha and Dennis are going to get back together. Dennis says Porsha still loves me. Porsha says in another screen she's over it. But Dennis says I still love her too. We have a beautiful family. Porsha says, oh, I love Dennis. He's a great father. Porsha and Dennis clearly want to be together. I don't know if Porsha is playing around with Simon as a way to make Dennis jealous, hoping that he will come back. All I can say, this season is a mess. It's a mess, and I'm here for it. I don't know how I'm going to review this. I might just get on here every Monday and just talk shit, because it's all lies and foolishness. But Porsha did admit on Watch What Happened Live that she is not done with Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I said, girl, you just couldn't deal with this, Kenya and Marlo. I feel like in another year, after maybe you've married Simon and people ain't really thinking about you and Simon no more, she'll come back to Atlanta, and maybe I think Marlo and Kenya still gonna roast you for it, but it won't. They'll look extremely petty talking about some shit 2 years old. But you definitely couldn't handle the heat this season. And just admit it, Porsha. You said I'll just take this cute spin-off paycheck, but I ain't gonna do roll. I don't understand why you do shit, but you scared of the fallout. Like, if you were Fallon, you would be, and Fallon did this to Dennis, you would be dragging Fallon, trying to beat her up in alleys and everything else. So I don't understand why you don't think people would think any differently of you. And this coming from somebody that liked Porsha. I already read that. Yeah, she gonna be back on there. And if we being honest, she's still messing with Dennis too. I believe it, Marlon. I believe it. It's just the energy. Like when she talks about Dennis, she talks about Dennis with more passion and concern, and she talk about her fiance. Talking about, oh, my fiance, he just lets me be me. I get to be Porsha. Girl, you've been being Porsha since you left Cordell. Now, I understand you couldn't be Porsha with Cordell, but you've been Porsha since you left him. And it's nothing wrong with saying I'm tired of love. I'm gonna marry for a check and stability. But if that's what you're doing, just say it. Don't get on my TV screen making me think this is some huge love affair and y'all can't even kiss and hug each other. I hug and kiss my mama more than you hug and kiss Simon, and my mama lives 700 miles away. A mess, but that's it, you all. I just got home from the gym. I got on my pink workout gear since this was the last Potomac week. I dedicated pink to them. And I'm about to jump in the shower and make me a salad. I drunk all my Stella Rose, so I just got to be lit off of what I had for these reviews. But I thank you all so much for rocking with me. Potomac is over, so I'm going to stick with these Porsha reviews on Monday. They'll probably be at 7:30 or 8 because Mondays are the days I go with my trainer. So I definitely can't cancel out my training session, but around 7:30 or 8 we'll review Porsha and her mess on Monday. So I see y'all next Monday, I guess. All right, go ahead and like this video, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. And if you're watching this on a rewatch, get in the comments and let me know what you think about this Porsha Family Matters. I'm really interested. And if you want to know my at the on time thoughts, follow me on Twitter. You can follow me everywhere at Kiss My Cheeks TV. I be tweeting along with this mess, and it is hilarious. So I'll see you all next Monday. Have a good night. Bye.